This is New Day Northwest. Now, here's Margaret Larson.
Hey there, everybody. First up today, a Seattle musician with immense talent and even more heart. Mike McCready is best known in his role as guitarist for iconic rock band Pearl Jam. You might have heard of them. Inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame earlier this year, Mike is also passionate about his work in the community, supporting a lot of organizations, including the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation. He's hosted a number of creative fundraisers, from concerts to his awesome charity flag football tournament, which teams fans up with some very special guests. Please welcome back to New Day, Mike McCready.
Hey guys. How are you,
How you
Margaret?
doing?
Good to see
Sorry,
you.
my hands are cold, but that
okay.
means a warm heart,
okay.
I'm told.
Yeah.
So this partnership with Crohn's and Colitis Foundation goes back a long way and comes from your own life experience. Sort of describe what diagnosis was like and how this has affected
Well,
you.
kind of quickly, I was diagnosed when I was 21 years old to having Crohn's, and it's a very intense, awful intestinal disorder that was kind of devastating. You know,
Yeah.
obviously when I found out, I was 21 and
Just a baby.
I was younger. I mean, there's kids that have it that are a lot younger, so I mean, I feel for them mostly. So that was in 1986, and I've had it ever since then. I've had my ups and downs with it, and the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation, my wife Ashley is kind of tired of me complaining so much, I think, and she got me. I have to really give her the credit for it. She got me to go, let's look into this. Let's see if there's a foundation that you could be part of.
And how long have you been doing that?
Well, I've been part of that foundation and doing our Flight to Mars concert, which is the concert we do to raise money to help kids go to Camp Oasis, which is in Gig Harbor, that kids that have Crohn's and colitis. So 15, 16 years.
So it's like this horrific, everybody's had a really bad stomach bug,
Yeah.
but comes and goes all the time.
Just worse than that. You know, if you have all had that kind of a stomach bug, you'll know the pain of that, and then just having to find a bathroom immediately is totally a nightmare. So
changes your life. I have a really good friend, hi Pam, who's in this.
Hey, Pam.
She would appreciate that in this circumstance too. And I've watched. I mean, she deals with it with a great deal of grace, but it's a life.
Oh yeah, I mean, you have to cancel
thing.
plans, or you're in places and it's messy and it's totally embarrassing, and so yeah, it's
a
tough.
drag.
Yeah.
Okay, so you've spoken about this publicly, and I think I know that's offered a lot of hope for people, because other people have said, I didn't want to talk about this. I thought it was embarrassing, whatever. And you've made it possible for us to have a discussion about it, and you've certainly made it possible for us to raise some money for research. Is this an autoimmune thing? Do we know anything about what causes this?
They say, yeah, it is an autoimmune. Basically, your body's kind of attacking your colon, and thinking that it shouldn't be there, so it's making it inflamed. That's a very, not a great explanation of it, but.
Well, neither of us are scientists, but that gives us a basis. So is there some hope? I mean, are we making progress on the research into this?
The way I look at it in terms of the research is, when I got it in 1986, there were two drugs, Azicol and prednisone, and now there's about 30 different types, and they've got a lot more experience with the genes and where they think it comes from, and every patient that has Crohn's or colitis has different ways they have to deal with it. It's not one drug across the way. And then there's diets, and there's all sorts of things. So I have hope. You know, you have to have hope. And you also have to have humor too. That's when I meet some of these kids and they go to the camps, they're making fun of it, and and that's, you kind of have to laugh. You know,
we can
even
learn
when it's
from
hard
them
to.
maybe in those ways.
Totally.
So you're playing the national anthem for the Mariners this Friday. Tell me a little bit about how that is all going to play out.
Well, so the Mariners have been very great to me in allowing me to raise some awareness for the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation in the Northwest, and I do the Star Spangled Banner. And it's really loud, and I do it, and then they play the game, and it's an honor to be able to do it there. So.
And we raise awareness at the same time.
We raise, and I'm doing something where you'll get a hat if you go to mariners.com/CCFA. I've got my notes right here. You can get a hat with me on it jumping, and that's it. So yeah, and you get to see me do that, and hopefully the Mariners win.
Hopefully the Mariners win. We'll put all that on social media and on our internet, so you can. They've been kind of on a roll here lately, so let's hope. And he tears this up. If you haven't seen him do this before,
now that's too much pressure.
No, I think you can handle it. So you hold these other fundraisers. You mentioned the concert, and then also this very fun flag football game, which just sounds like great fun.
It is very fun. It's it's the fourth year that Seahawks at CenturyLink Field
Here's some
have
past
allowed
games.
us to play on their field the day before the first game. So
Is that not so much fun just
it's
to go out on
amazing.
the
There's
field?
Jeff, our bass player, who was a quarterback actually in high school.
Really?
Yeah, that's why I wanted him on our team. It's like, 'cause he was really good.
Don't start a team without a few ringers. That's the tip.
That's it. So that teams from all around the Northwest, different organizations will put teams together, raise money, and they'll all come and play. And there's a Pearl Jam team, and Team Pearl Jam with Tim Bierman is the head of our fan club. He's the coach of that, or the whatever.
Whatever that is.
He
The
got kicked out
captain of the
once, we'll
team.
put it that way.
The captain got
he's
kicked
the
out?
captain. Sorry. Yeah.
Wow. Is there a story there that you want to share?
I don't want to share it. Just know that it's crazy.
So it's a tournament kind
Yeah.
of thing once the teams show up.
Yeah.
And then what can people, if they come to watch this, what can we expect to see, and who can we expect to see?
That's a surprise. Who knows what you're going to see there? But I just come see some football. It's free,
Yeah.
and just to see a bunch of teams, local friends playing each other, and it's fun. And
You've
it's
had
all fun.
celebs in the past, right?
I've had a few. I mean, there's Jeff Amott's been there, and Joey Tafoya's been there, and so we've, Duff McKagan played once, and it's Ryan.
You know Duff McKagan, right?
From Guns N'
Bassist
Roses,
from
bass
Guns N'
player.
Roses. That actually is the tattoo I want. Is just a little GNR. So.
Nice. Who knew that? Wow.
Oh my
Okay.
God.
I'll tell him that.
He knows.
Okay.
He knows.
Okay.
I'm sorry, that totally sidetracked me. All I
That's
can
all right.
see now is Duff. All right, so let's talk a little bit about the documentary that's coming out for Pearl Jam.
Yeah, well, so that's Let's Play 2. It's a documentary kind of based on our show at
There it
Wrigley
is.
Field last year. We played 2 shows there, and we've played there before. And
Right.
Eddie is a giant Cubs fan, so there's a whole Cubs theory to it that Danny
Eddie Vedder.
Clinch, our singer Eddie Vedder, loves the Cubs. There's me and him, and he grew up in Chicago, so he used to go a lot. And so for him to be, that's him right there. You know, it's a big deal for them to win, as it was for everyone in Chicago. And it's the game, and it's his hopes and passions, and kind of just what you're seeing there.
So
you'll see
can
some.
we arrange this where you do this for the Mariners and then we win the World Series?
Let's do it. Let's do it.
That's my
Yeah.
idea.
Let's- we'll roll with that.
So I'm just full of ideas.
I like
today.
it.
Now, are you playing in the flag football game?
I am not going to play this year because I'm 51, and I feel like I don't know if I shouldn't play. I'll probably be down there and cheering everybody on. But I've played a couple times, the first 2 times. But I injured myself playing tennis a couple weeks ago, so football might really take me out.
Do you remember the legendary mountaineer Jim Whitaker
Yeah.
told me
know
once
the song.
that he had gone from eating a bowl of Cheerios and an Advil to a bowl of Advil and a Cheerio as life went on, and I thought, I'm like about halfway there at
Yeah.
this point. So what position did you play when you did that?
I was a wide receiver.
Excellent. Are you fast?
I'm fast in my mind. I think I'm pretty fast. I'm not as fast as everybody else that's out there that is trying to get me. So.
Okay. Well, it's been a wonderful chance to talk to you.
Thank you,
Thank you
Margaret.
so much for the work that you're doing,
for your
and I
time.
know a lot of people appreciate it very, very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. I'm one
Thank
of
you,
them.
guys.
Okay, again, Mike is going to perform the national anthem at the Mariners game versus the Angels this Friday. The Angels are not also playing the national anthem. It's just Mike, and then there's a game. And then it's also CCFA night at the Mariners. There's a special link to tickets to support CCFA, the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation, and we'll get a commemorative hat with your jumping, right?
I'm jumping on the side of it.
It's like just a
an
rock and roll jump.
Kind of it's an old ski jump I used to do.
Oh.
Yeah, we used to
Okay.
call them daffies.
That's
but,
not just any
yeah.
hat. All right,
Yeah.
then you
I
can.
don't know if I could do it now.
I won't
You'll
ask
see it on
you.
the hat.
We'll go outside and stretch and take some Advil, and then we'll try it. Okay, then join Mike's charity flag football tournament to benefit the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation. That takes place Saturday, September 16th at CenturyLink Field, and the fun gets underway at 10 a.m. We've linked all of those details on the New Day website for you as well. Up